Hey, Scott Whitney here at PodWorx Studios here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Paul asked me to give you guys a tour of the studio, so let's go take a look. So here at PodWorx, we actually run a number of other businesses as well. We run the Vegas Video Co-op. That's a membership deal where we provide the studio, the equipment, the staff, and the guidance, and our members provide the expertise in their field. So if they want to do a talk show or highlight their business or just unleash the genius that is them, they can do that for a low monthly membership fee. We also have the Vegas Video Network, which is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views live from Las Vegas. So we use a 3 screens distribution. So we're on television, desktop computers, and mobile devices. And we're in 150 countries, all 50 states. And then we've got Live Stream Las Vegas. Think of that as a video production service that specializes in broadcast quality, multi-camera content shot on location. So you don't have to come to our studios, we come to you. We've had some really cool people hanging out in the studio over the many years that we've been hanging out here. Amazing Jonathan, funny guy. Bill Engvall, check this out. The guy shows up an hour early, cup of coffee, no entourage, nicest guy in the world. Taylor Hicks up there, America's Got, no, he's something, talented guy. Mary Wilson, Andrew Dice Clay, surprisingly nice guy. And up there we've got the late, great Robin Leach. Now we've set up the studio to have 4 distinct stages. Our first stage is our most recent one. We call it the Facebook Live Room. And we've designed this to, wait for it, do Facebook Live stuff. So we do our live stream Las Vegas tips and tricks content here. Acoustic tiling in here to kind of deaden the room. It was a little bright beforehand, just a simple green screen. We're doing mostly virtual sets or green screen based content here. And we really focus a lot of attention on webinars and actually how to do webinars correctly. You know, most people are doing webinars with a PowerPoint presentation with a disembodied voice behind it. We think that's not terribly bright. Here's the same kind of an idea here, but I think better implemented. So this is me. This is a PowerPoint presentation here. This is the same PowerPoint presentation. So here it's on top of me, here it's behind me. And what's neat about this, from a credibility establishment perspective, is that once I get done talking and I've made some points here, I'll put up David Lee Roth, because every PowerPoint presentation should have David Lee Roth. But then I'm going to go into the actual training demonstration. So I'll bring up, for instance, this is a Facebook Live training. But then I'll show up here at the bottom so you know that I still am talking to you. I'm not reading from notes. In other words, the host is the expert, and that's the idea here. Pretty cool. Okay, if we continue down our studio tour, over here we've got our break room. Not quite sure what the alcohol's for. We've got storage facility, bathroom around over here. Now we're going to walk into one of my favorite rooms. It's the Groovy Lounge. So the Groovy Lounge was designed just to kind of allow people to chill out. You know, sometimes people get a little nervous when they're walking into the studio. And some cool things that we're doing here as well. So there's a monitor here in the room that does 3 things for us. So this monitor allows us to show what's being shot in the studio. It's also connected to a Chromebook so we can surf the web, show people's websites. It's also a Roku TV, so I can demonstrate Roku to folks who don't know about it. So I can show HBO or Netflix, or of course, the Vegas Video Network channel as well. Okay, into the studio, 3 distinct sets here. So this is stage 1, set 1. We call it the Ellen set. We've done other things here as well. We've done musical performances and acting workshops, webinars, seminars, Kickstarter videos. Oh, as a matter of fact, our most recent Kickstarter video we shot here and our green screen. I think they did 2 or 4 or 5 times what they were targeting for, which is pretty cool. So we're setting this up as a 3-camera shoot. Camera 1 hangs out here, it's the establishing shot. Camera 2 is our host, and then camera 3 is our co-host or guests. Some interesting things about this particular stage. If I scroll up, you'll notice that we've lifted the ceiling 2 feet to be able to make room for the lights. That's kind of neat. And also, if you look at the lighting behind there, this is DMX controlled lighting. So I can change the color behind me either programmatically or I can adjust it specifically to what a client wants. Now you may have seen a quick glimpse of our PTZ Optics cameras. We use this for a variety of reasons. Here's the PTZ Optics camera there. And the way it's set up is to be a behind the scenes camera for us. So in other words, the camera, there it is, can shoot into my technical director area, but it can also shoot into where we often put our audience, or I can also shoot into the Groovy Lounge as well. Over here, speaking of technical director, is our technical director desk. We're doing a number of things here. So first, this monitor here is our Skype TX implementation from NewTek. So it's the TalkShow 100, broadcast quality Skype, same kind of Skype that the folks at CNN and Fox use. It's fantastic. We have a 16-channel mixing board here from Personas. And then over here is our technical director area. We're using TriCaster 850. We also have a 460 backup. And then down here, I'm not sure if you can see this down here, but we've also got a smart video hub, Blackmagic smart video hub. The idea here is that we have more devices, cameras, laptops, whatever, than we actually have inputs on the 850. So we use the hub to assign a particular input to a particular channel. Okay. Over to the green screen area. A couple things happen. Oh, look at that. This is when we shot the, all right. Green screen area. Green screen on both sides, also on the floor. We actually cover the floor because we almost never do full body green screens. Interesting trivia, this green screen came from, wait for it, South Korea. Now we've done 3 camera shoots here, but primarily we do 1 camera shoots. Here's the camera that we know we have. And notice you'll have a teleprompter here. And this is a through the glass teleprompter, which means that if I'm reading the teleprompter, I'm also looking at the camera, which is huge. I'm sure we've all seen people read teleprompters that were a little off axis. Hello, my name is Scout Whitney and welcome to my studio. Yeah, so we try to solve that problem. And then finally, we're gonna walk over to our radio station set. And that's this guy here. Very different vibe than what we have over at the Ellen set. So the idea of the radio station is a more intimate interview. Now this is also 3 cameras. Camera 1 establishing, camera 2 host, camera 3 guest. But we call this a fly on the wall shoot, kind of like a Howard Stern shoot. If you've watched his videos, you'll notice that he almost never looks at the camera. And although we do teach some camera awareness in this set, primarily it's a much more intimate environment. So you can see that the people are very close to each other. They're right across from each other, as a matter of fact. So it creates a more intimate environment. It's also a little bit less spooky than the brightly lit Ellen set. All right, that's it from the PodWorx studios here in Las Vegas, again, home of Vegas Video Co-op, Vegas Video Network, and Live Stream Las Vegas. Thanks.